Hello, welcome to our presentation on the contemporary issues of management on the topic of Google becoming part of Alphabet. I am Goharaman Janikiraman and I represent a team of 6 people: Jason Evans, Ziad Hamada, David Hewitt, Mary Walter, and Simon E., along with myself. We explored a lot of articles while researching on this topic, and we picked the top few that gave a truly unique perspective. We'll touch upon each of them in this presentation. Google's blog talks about how they would like to stay relevant in a technology space and how that comes from staying out of the comfort zone and searching for the next big thing. They also state the Moore's law, which says that the technology advances every 18 to 24 months, and how the individual companies that are part of Alphabet can independently solve the problems that are relevant to their industry. The next article is from Business Insider that talks about how Larry Page can now take a strategic mentorship role, allowing him the ability to scale across the companies. It also points out that there are potential motivation issues that the employees in loss-making companies may be having, and that needs to be addressed now. Forbes talks about how the new structure addresses the investor concerns that the loss-making units' revenues are reported as a part of Google's. On the employee front, this article gives a positive spin, stating that it gives employees more options to move around. CNN Money says that this structure is much cleaner and drives better accountability as it gives real clarity on the side projects that were considered to be a distraction from their core business of search engine. Another site, Memburn, gives a viewpoint on how the legal fallouts due to risky moonshot projects are now addressed very well. This article also points out how cultural conflicts will be a new challenge that needs to be addressed. The next article is from Mashable, which talks about the new opportunities for the leadership and executive talent who otherwise would have moved on to a different company. And Investopedia talks about how regulators were becoming increasingly concerned about a variety of businesses that were run under the search engine umbrella, and how this new structure mitigates such issues. We have seen that a lot of articles provide very different viewpoints on different aspects. We have distilled it all down to one slide on what are the key findings. From the financial aspect, the financial transparencies are accomplished through the subsidiary restructuring, and the new structure also addresses the investor worries about the Google's adventurous ventures. On the legal standpoint, this does prevent an antitrust lawsuit. From the leadership and team factor standpoint, Larry and Sergey can now focus on the big picture, while there is an internal competitiveness between the subsidiary endeavors that will keep them going. And the focus on management and resources can now be on varied business models and values, in addition to allowing Google to completely focus on its core competency. From the market demand standpoint, Google always had competition from high level of threatening startups. This model pretty much allows them to respond to the threat by either easy acquisition or forming a spin-off that can compete in a new space. From the strategic standpoint, this structure allows for higher accountability and flexibility in terms of mergers, acquisitions, and even easy spin-offs. This also comes with a bunch of trade-offs, including the potential loss of synergy that the companies will have among themselves. There is a higher cost and overhead associated to running different businesses, and the new entity is going to experience a loss of R&D crossover. R&D from one company may not be used by another company, and there could be a competition because of that. And the non-profitable subsidiaries, which were earlier protected, are going to get more exposed, leading to issues of its own. That brings us to the end of our presentation. We hope you liked it. Thank you.